All right, I think we're going to get started. Welcome everyone to Energy Optimization Incentives for Businesses and Manufacturers. I'm Kathleen Martin. I work at NextCore. I'm a business advisor. I'm joined by Annette Brenner, Director of NextCore's Growth Services, and Carl Sacanti, I'm probably not saying that right, from Franklin Energy Rebate Program. He is an energy advisor for RG&E and NYSEG Utility Company Commercial, Industrial, and Small Business Rebate Programs. Carl has over 14 years experience in energy and energy efficiency fields. And we welcome him here to talk about some of the new incentives. The programs have been changing, and he's going to talk us through what's available for manufacturers, commercial, industrial businesses with the rebate programs from RG&E and NYSEG this year. So, Carl, if you are ready to go, we're going to let you start sharing your slides and take it from here.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining the webinar, and thank you to the folks at NextCorp for putting this all together today. We'll be going over several of the programs that the utility company has to offer, and I believe it'll be approximately, say, 25 minutes or so, and then we'll have some time for Q&A afterwards. There are lots of changes to the 2026 program from what people knew that the 2025 program had to offer. And this presentation is more to talk about the new program offerings through the utility company. And just to be a little more specific, these are non-residential programs. So it would be commercial, industrial, and small business. Okay, so just going over the agenda real quick here. Franklin Energy likes us to start out with a safety moment. We'll talk about the 2026 program landscape, strategic measures, C&I and small business updates, how to succeed in 2026 by utilizing our rebate programs to reduce your energy cost and energy saving improvement cost. We'll talk about additional new programs, and then we'll do a little Q&A. Let's see, with regards to safety moment, I know we're all getting kind of tired of the cold and the snow this winter, but just a word of caution with regards to seasonal hazards. Avoid multitasking when safety is involved with regards to roads and walkways. Check road conditions before travel and allow sufficient time to get to your destination. This will also help to avoid rushing and also help to reduce stress as well. A brief pause can prevent serious incident. Okay, so the program structure, and we are the program implementer at Franklin Energy. In other words, we're under contract with the utility company just to manage the rebate programs. Several of the rebate programs. There are a few that we are affiliated with that the utility company has that we may not directly manage, but I can still help you with regards to providing an overview and at least pointing you in the right direction to get some additional information if it's not something that we directly manage. But the programs are the Commercial Industrial Rebate Program, Small Business Program, the Commercial Instant Discount Program, and the EV Make Ready Program, Building Electrification Program that was previously known as the New York State Clean Heat Program. That's revolves around rebates for heat pumps. Energy Management Partnership Program, and lastly, the Retro Commissioning Program. They're working on funding, securing funding for this program. So Retro Commissioning Program is currently on hold. There's a couple territory maps here with regards to RG&E and NYSEG. Of course, if you're a customer, you know what company you have. But if you're a contractor and you're working with one of your customers to try to help them with the energy saving improvement project, these maps may help you to determine, which utility company they have. Okay, so welcome to the 2026 program landscape. This is a new chapter, but with a familiar goal. Our 2026 marks a shift in how energy savings are delivered. I want to say, too, that the utility company is governed by the Public Service Commission, and they really determine what the utility companies can offer with regards to measures. And so that's one of the reasons why our program is constantly changing. But we're still focused on delivering really real value for our customers. Success now comes from we're trying to encourage more planning and collaboration, and especially early engagement. That's where we can give you the best guidance. Too many times in the past, people come to me with projects. We did such and such project maybe several months ago or whatever. Does this still qualify? And maybe that project needed a pre-approval. They didn't get the pre-approval. Unfortunately, they didn't qualify for rebates because they didn't follow the correct path. And that's why early engagement to get guidance from us with regards to is it a project that needs pre-approval or does not need pre-approval? We can really help you through that process. Why the program looks different in 2026 and what is driving the change. New York State's shifting from energy efficiency programs toward long-term impact. The focus is on deeper system level savings, projects that continue to perform and have energy savings over time. Reduce reliance on fossil fuels. And that's a big one there. There's really a push, especially in New York State here, to go away from fossil fuels and carbon emissions and reduce our dependency on natural gas. So what that means for this program, there's some new measures that have been added and some measures that have been removed. I'm sure some of you on this call are familiar with what our program was or has been in the last few years, and it is changing. Some good, some not so good, but it's important for you to understand these changes and so that you can take full advantage of the program. Incentives are more targeted. Projects must deliver meaningful, lasting savings. What hasn't changed? The foundation still remains solid. Same programs across both utility companies, NYSEG and RG&E. We support, or we have support for both small business and C&I customers. We still have prescriptive and custom paths for rebates. Trade allies remain critical to the program's success. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later as well, because we do have some opportunities for trade allies to engage. Our Franklin Energy team is here to provide rebate guidance throughout the application process. This is very important to help things go smoothly with regards to supporting documents that are needed, And once again, does that project require a pre-approval, or can you just go ahead and do the work and submit the application afterwards? Okay, so what's changed in 2026? Key program shifts. So the biggest one is that we don't have rebates for LED lighting anymore. We've had rebates for LED lighting for probably the last 15 years that I can remember. And once again, the Public Service Commission that control what we can offer, they they said no more rebates for LED lighting after 2025. So unfortunately, that's gone away. The good news is that the cost for LED lighting has come down so much that really if you have a business that you don't have LED lighting yet, you really should do it. It has an excellent payback even without rebates. And their reasoning for removing the lighting from our offering is maybe because the cost has come down so much, or it may be that code is going towards LED lighting, and fluorescent or HID is really no longer available. Many of the distributors are not even carrying those type fixtures anymore. Natural gas equipment is restricted. We do have some rebates for natural gas therm saving projects, but our budget for that is fairly small this year. So there's a lot of changes there, like high efficiency boilers and high efficiency furnaces that we gave prescriptive rebates for last year. We no longer have rebates for that. However, if it's with regards to processing, or if it's some sort of a custom application for a therm saving project, we can look at that, and that may be a good opportunity. No new construction is no longer available. And then new 2026 measures and bonus offerings will be discussed on an upcoming slide. So we do have some new measures to try to offset some of the things that have gone away. What this means, programs are shifting away from high volume single measure projects. Incentives are now prioritized for system level and bundling upgrades. Focus is on deeper savings and long-term performance. We're moving away from the quick swaps, fewer measure but more impactful projects. Okay, what do we mean by strategic measures? Strategic measures focusing on improvements to the entire system, reducing energy and continue to reduce energy year after year, going beyond the one-for-one equipment replacements, are designed around how the building or process actually runs. Common traits, a longer, effectful, useful life. We call that EUL, 6 years plus. Some products have a longer useful life than others. Often involve controls, optimization, coordination between systems, support electrification, and long-term planning. These projects are prioritized for incentives for 2026 and beyond. What strategic looks like in practice, strategic projects may include a single system upgrade with strong persistent savings, a bundling of related improvements that all work together, a custom project that designed around operations or process needs, a phased approach that is completed over time. Examples of 2026 measures. HVAC optimization with or without controls, weatherization, improvements, air sealing and insulation, refrigeration system improvements, compressed air system upgrades, custom process improvements. Bundling matters. And this bundling is something new that is, new for 2026 that we're excited about. Just one of the many things. What bundling means: combining complementary upgrades that work well together. This may be, with regards to some sort of HVAC equipment and air sealing and insulation. The air sealing and insulation reduces the load that might offset, what the demand is on your HVAC equipment. Addressing interactions between systems, not just components. Why bundling is encouraged: because it drives deeper energy savings, improves overall system performance, supports long-term persistence of savings, aligns strongly with 2026 program priorities. Prescriptive bundling packages are currently being developed, and for many of you, you may be getting a kind of a first look at some of these offerings on the next slides. But bonus incentives will be available for qualifying bundling projects designed to encourage holistic project thinking, simplify participation, and reward deeper savings. All right, so here's an example of some of the bundling bonuses that we have. And some of our programs are designed more towards small business, and some are designed more towards C&I. But this bundling bonus here is mainly designed for small business. And the goal is to encourage small business customers to pursue a more comprehensive energy efficiency upgrades. The utility company will offer prescribed bundle bonuses for approved small business projects. So you can see in the table below how 2 measures will get you 5% bonus, 3 will get you 7, 4 measures plus will get you 10% additional bonus. And on the right side, we have some examples. I'm not going to go through all that, but you will get a copy of the slide deck, and you'll be able to review in more detail if needed. But there's some good examples there as far as small business bonus bundling. Excuse me. So for DAC, disadvantaged communities, we have a priority for DAC communities as well. And we're currently working on trying to offer some additional incentives for disadvantaged communities, for any businesses in disadvantaged communities. What this means for participants: bonus incentives for qualifying DAC projects, opportunities to support underserved customers, partner with minority women-owned businesses and contractors, deliver meaningful local impact. Our role: help conform DAC eligibility early, assist with scoping and bonus qualifications, make participating straightforward and not burdensome. And House of Worship DAC bonus. So geared mainly around religious facilities. NYSEG and RG&E will offer a targeted incentive bonus for houses of worship located within the disadvantaged community zone. This bonus is intended to reduce the upfront cost barriers for community serving organizations and accelerate participation in strategic energy efficiency projects. So that structure, basically 25% additional incentive bonus and up to $25,000 per project. Eligibility criteria: must be a house of worship, located in a DAC zone. Projects submitted and approved under existing C&I or small business programs are required. So C&I and small business rebate programs. Eligibility for small business must have a 12-month average monthly demand of under 110 kW. And for therms, it would be less than 5,000 therms annually. So we have a higher level rebate program for small business, and this is the criteria in order for your business to determine whether they qualify for the small business program. Now, if you don't qualify for the small business program, well, then that's fine. You can always utilize the C&I program. The rebates are still good, but the small business program rebates are a little bit higher. Shared rules, strategic, prescriptive, and custom projects. So in other words, we have both those paths available for rebates. Prescriptive, and just to elaborate a little bit, prescriptive, you do not need a pre-approval for. Custom, you do need a pre-approval for. And it states that below. Pre-approval is required for projects, I guess any projects over $50,000, even if it's prescriptive. We're going to ask you to submit an application for pre-approval, even for a prescriptive project, if it's over $5,000 or $50,000, excuse me. And that is new this year. But all custom projects would need a pre-approval. And I hope that makes sense. If you have any follow-up questions, feel free to reach out. All projects are paid after work is complete. Incentives up to 50% for of project cost for C&I and 60% for small business. Applying prescriptive is the most simple, straightforward application, and our measures are called out in the catalog. We will tell you exactly what the rebate is for a prescriptive measure. So that's pretty much straightforward and easy. Custom is a little bit more challenging, but the incentives can be very attractive. However, custom does require a little bit of support from engineering because we do need some preliminary energy saving calculations when you submit your application for pre-approval. And we're trying to streamline as much as possible the process, your experience for the 2026 program. How to succeed in 2026. What works? Start a conversation early. Engage program staff during scoping. Think systems, not just one-off measures. Plan for bundling where possible. Use custom approach when prescriptive doesn't quite fit. What to do now? Identify 2026 qualifying projects early. Flag strategic and bundling opportunities. Check DAC eligibility. How can we help? Our early scoping and pre-submittal reviews. If you have any questions, you think, hey, I wonder if this qualifies or whatever, they can always reach out to me. Guidance on strategic fit, bundling and DAC bonuses, simple prescriptive applications. We're happy to help you with the application process if need be. Custom support when projects needed. And application for C&I and small business. Visit the program website for all information. Confirm project eligibility and type. Register to apply online through our online application Engage portal. Get pre-approval if it's required, like for custom or prescriptive over 50K. execute project, submit final documentations online, and get your rebate. Um, yeah, please check with program staff with any questions, or if you look like a demo on the application process. We also have an option for ACH bank transfer rather than waiting for a check in the mail. That helps to speed up um, the getting your rebate check, getting a rebate payment, I should say. All right. All right. So there are some opportunities for trade allies. You can become a registered trade ally with us. And what that entitles you to is, well, first of all, you'll get exclusive updates um, because you'll be on our mailing list. And you'll have the use of our trade ally logo that you can use on your emails or marketing materials. Um, Plus, you'll get a free listing on our website. In other words, if a customer goes to the website and they have a way to find your business and contact information, and they may be able to reach out to you directly. And we have a search tool where people can search in their area, their zip code, based on the type of work that the contractor does, and you can narrow down the search with that criteria. All right, additional programs. So we have commercial instant discount program, and this is, some people consider this point of sale. So there are some things that you can go right to your distributor and get a discount right at the distributor. And you won't have to worry about submitting an application online. It's a fairly new program. Um, we want to try to make this as easy as possible. And in some situations, you may prefer to use that CID program. Retro commissioning, I'm not going to talk too much about retro commissioning at this point because they're working on securing funding for that program. But it's more with regards to operational changes for to capture energy savings that way. The EMP program is very attractive, mainly for larger businesses. But the EMP program is and that's the Energy Management Partnership Program, is a zero cost program offering qualified customers a holistic approach to identifying potential low and no cost energy saving improvements at a commercial or industrial facility. EIP is the one that's running the program for us, Energy Infrastructure Partners. They will conduct a complete walkthrough energy assessment and compile a list of potential measures for your review. In addition, EIP will also provides no-cost support to help reduce energy through ongoing energy management and planning and coaching. Once again, this program is more designed for large commercial industrial businesses, but it is really good to get a comprehensive list of opportunities that they note at your facility that you could really benefit from doing these upgrades. Building electrification program, that used to be the New York State Clean Heat program, and that's more with regards to heat pumps. So if you have a heat pump project, you'd go to the BIP or BEP program, and feel free to reach out to me if you need any additional information on that as well. Here is some contact information with regards to the energy advisors like myself. So you will have, once again, you'll have these slides and you'll be able to reach out to an energy advisor in your area for more additional information. And then now we can talk about any questions that you may have. Um, I'm all set here. Um, I don't know if you're available to come off of mute
Yep.
to ask a question or ask a question in chat.
I think they can ask in the chat.
Okay,
If anyone has any questions, please put them in the chat. I do have one question for you, Carl.
sure.
For the commercial and industrial electrification program, the EMP, how big does a company need to be considered commercial and industrial?
Okay, so anything above the small business guidelines,
Okay,
um,
so that
yeah,
110
the
kW.
110.
Okay,
Yep. So if you have a business that has a average monthly demand of over 110 kW, then everything above that, regardless of how high above that, would all fall into the commercial industrial, the CNI program.
okay.
Um, yeah. Um,
We have a
so
couple questions. Kelly has asked, how would we apply to become a registered trade ally?
excellent. Um, so we'd have to go to our website, and there is a link to apply online. And if you would like to reach out to me directly, I can help coach you through that process. But right on our website, there is a link to become a trade ally.
Okay, and Tracy has asked about your contact info. Tracy, we will send these slides out, so Kelly as well, if you need help with that trade ally. Carl's contact information will be available in the slides. And then we have another one from Ron Wexler. Which program, if any, covers municipal university K through 12 schools and hospitals?
Excellent question. Um, So we have in the past, and we will continue to provide rebates for schools, also for um, municipality buildings, providing that the municipality has NYSEG or RG&E for their service provider. The only reason why I caution that is because sometimes when people use the term municipality, um, there are some municipalities that generate their own electricity. Let's say, for example, in this area, Fairport would be a good example. They generate their own electricity. So we can't provide rebates for Fairport because they don't get their electricity through RG&E or NYSEG for that matter. But all schools in all town, city, village buildings that are supplied by RG&E or NYSEG, we can provide rebates for. I hope that answers your question.
Yep, that's great.
I'm adding more to the chat on that one.
Oh, okay. Yes, and that has added, we have a fair number of municipalities around that have their own powers. So if you fall into one of those areas and you're not eligible to work with RG&E or NYSEG, if you're a manufacturer, talk to us. I have a couple more slides coming up that we're going to talk about how NextCore can support small and medium manufacturers. But let's see if there's any more questions for Carl.
There is a program for municipality electric. It's not one that we really support. You'd have to go and Google it, but if you don't get your utility through one of the major utility companies and the municipality generates their own electricity, I do believe there is a program for that.
Okay, great. Carl, if you come across that information and can share it with us, we can share that with people as well. All right. I am going to present some slides, just letting people know a little bit about NextCore and some of the grant opportunities we have for manufacturers. So
Excellent. Thank you.
thanks, Carl. All right, so next core, we are a 501c. We are located in Rochester. Our goal is to help innovative technology companies launch and grow. And we do that in a number of ways. We have programs that are for startup companies. We have incubation. We have accelerator programs for specific technologies. Also just general manufacturing accelerator. And we have growth services, which means that we help small and medium manufacturers in the Finger Lakes region. We are the MEP center for the Finger Lakes region. And I'm going to talk about some opportunities in growth services and also with the Scale for Climate Tech program in the next few slides. If you are from outside of the Finger Lakes region, every region in New York State has an MEP center. Our contact information is here, as well as the contact information for Western New York, Buffalo, and Central New York. And if you're from outside of those regions, please let us know and we can get you in touch with the MEP center that is there to support you as a manufacturer in a different region. We are funded federally and through New York State to be here to support small and medium manufacturers, keep them operating, help them improve, to grow and improve productivity. Wide variety of services. Each MEP center is a little different, but these are some of the things they can help manufacturers with. So if you are, looking to do some new sales and marketing, if you're looking for grant opportunities, looking for certifications, cybersecurity, please reach out to us and we can see what resources might be available for you to help you do that and offset some of the costs. Current grant opportunities that we offer through NextCore. We do have we have funding from utilities like National Grid, RG&E NYSEG, to help manufacturers work on growth and productivity projects. You have to be a manufacturer, you have to have an NAICS code starting with 31, 32, 33, and you have to be a customer of one of those utilities. Currently, the RG&E and NYSEG programs are on hold, but the National Grid program is active. They are reimbursement programs. You can receive anywhere from $15,000 to $40,000, which would cover 40 to 60% of a project, depending on what you're doing and what the goals are, what the outcome is. If you are in one of those other service areas with a municipal utility provider, we do have a grant that NextCore offers for people that are not eligible to receive one of these utility grants. If you are potentially in the semiconductor supply chain, and that's pretty broad at this point, you could be, a machine shop, you could be anywhere in that supply chain. There are grants available for manufacturers to help you enter or expand your role within the semiconductor supply chain, help with certifications, things like that. Please reach out to us. We can connect you to the people offering the grants. We can connect you to people that help with capability statements. If you are doing research and trying to come up with a new product and are looking to work with one of the New York State universities in the supply hub, the semiconductor supply chain, we can connect you to vouchers to help pay for work with some of the local universities. And Fuse Hub has manufacturing grant awards. It's not open right now, but twice a year they offer a manufacturing grant award for up to $65,000 for manufacturers to develop new products. When that is available, you can reach out to us and we can help connect you to somebody to help you apply for that. One of the other programs that NextCore works with, and the reason we've been holding these webinars for manufacturers to help them improve energy efficiency, is the Scale for Climate Tech program. This program is funded by NYSERDA, which also has some opportunities for grants and energy upgrade, energy efficiency improvements. NYSERDA would like us to help manufacturers become more energy efficient. The Scale for Climate program works with startup companies that are making devices that will help you become more efficient. We work with people that are in battery technology, hydrogen technology, HVAC improvements, heat pumps that will help manufacturers improve their business. However, one of the things we also try to do is connect them to manufacturers in the region to make their product. So we offer manufacturing tours for the companies. We help them with their project roadmaps to help them commercialize their project. And we try to connect them with contract manufacturers, testing resources in New York State. If you are interested in working with these startups, if it would be something that your business might be a good fit for, please reach out and let us know, and we can add you to the database. We can start connecting you to the companies that are looking to, make their clean tech products in New York State, and support manufacturing in New York State. And that is all I have. Do we have any questions about MEP services, Scale for Climate? Anything you want to add, Annette?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us today. Carl, thank you so much for that presentation.
Hey, Kathleen, we have a couple of questions in
Oh, we do?
the chat,
Okay. Let's
and then we can wrap it up. Sorry.
All right. Sorry, they scrolled past. What do we
Sorry,
have?
they're in the Q&A.
Oh, in the Q&A. That's why I'm not seeing them. Okay. Tracy, can HVAC small businesses located outside of Western New York participate in those incentive energy efficiency programs? The energy programs offered by the utilities, it will depend what utility covers your business or the businesses you're working with. So NYSEG, RG&E, National Grid all have their own separate incentive programs. If you let us know, where the business is located, we can see who would cover them and what incentives might be available.
Also, that one slide shows the map
Yeah.
that'll give you an indication of
Yes,
what
Carl
the
has that
service
great map
territory is. Yep.
of their service territory. So, and then for the regarding the trade LIF, the form requires trade references. Do they have to be in NYSEG RG&E territory, Carl?
No.
Okay. Okay, so Tracy, you're New York City. So yeah, that would probably be Con Ed or one of the other utilities. But if you're working with manufacturers outside of that region, it's more important where they're located. So if you are a consultant working with somebody in our region, they would be eligible for services based on their address. And we do that a lot. We connect people with consultants. May I ask if a company outside of New York State can work on Scale for Climate project or manufacturer matchup program? Because the program is funded by NYSERDA, we try to work with New York State manufacturers, but we do have some that are outside New York. So if you want to reach out, let me know what you do, especially if it's something unique that we can't find in New York State, then yes, we would love to work with you. All right. Anything else? All right. Well, then, thank you all very much for joining us today. Thank you for all the questions and the participation. And we will send the slides out. Tracy, our contact information is in the slides, so we will send that out to everybody and the recording. And please feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any questions.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
all.
Carl.
Have a great day. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.